Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Merry FUTMAS to you for day number 3 of our SBCs. And of course we have got 3 new players for you today. They go by the name of Rugani, who is a centre-back for Juventus. We have Chiellini Draxler for PSG, of course. And we do have Mkhitaryan, a massive player there from Manchester United. He's 86 rated as well. So these are the 3 players, and they do stack in terms of Rugani's the cheapest, followed by Draxler, and then way up in the sky is Mkhitaryan and his price. It's a little bit nuts, and I definitely won't be getting him today. But I have got some routes for you that we could work out here, and I will start with the Italian. Now, if you do find these videos useful or anything like that, do me a favour, guys, and hit that thumbs up button. It means an awful lot to me, and of course, you know, if it helps you out, that's all a good thing as well. So, for Rugani, what you're going to need is a minimum of 2 Italian players, and you're going to need 2 leagues at a maximum. So, basically, you're going to need to, well, if you're going to maximise stuff, you're going to want to go ahead and just use 9 out of the 11 players from one league, featuring the special item as well, and then just have 2 random Italian players. Doesn't really matter where they are positioned. I based it on what I had in my club, and because, well, at a high enough rating to get you up to an 81 overall. So, Team of the Week or FUT Champions red players, minimum 1, and that is the player that we haven't got here in this particular squad. But as you can see, this particular inform is underneath the 20k mark, which is good. And then overall, for the rest of the squad, I went German Bundesliga, or just mainly Bundesliga. Jonathan Tah, Bender, Sula. Like, Sula is a sort of player that gets the rating up on a squad like this, allowing you to use the likes of 80 rated Schürrle, 79 rated Hermann the German. And then my 2 Italian players, based on what I had on the club, are 82 rated Viviano, and then El Shaarawy out at left wing there. And as you can see, we get 97 chem. I have got a lot of loyalty, but even if you take that off there, you only need 80 with this particular squad, so you'll be absolutely fine with that one. So I'm not going to complete him today. It seems a complete and utter waste because 64 pace, 79 physical, I'm not too bothered about that. I'd much prefer to just use Barzagli or Chiellini or something like that in the game. Chiellini Draxler is up next then. Now this is the one that I think is very much worth it today, and this is the squad that I've gone for. So you need a minimum of 2 players from Ligue 1. However, I've got quite a lot of players from that league. You do need a minimum of 6 nationalities, and that's why I decided to use Ligue 1, because you got 4 nationalities here just in Monaco players, in Moutinho, Fabinho, Jovetic and Falcao, and of course they're relatively high rated to help you get up to that 83 overall. And again, it's great to use players from like Dortmund as well. Berkey, Toprak, Piszczek and Kagawa, all high rated players, and they are all different nations, so we've easily got that covered. Now we do need of course a FUT Champions red or a Team of the Week player, which I've gone for this chap here. Cost me 20,000 coins. And then just to get the chemistry up there, you only need 80, but you're all good here. The problem area for this one was my left back, actually. French League left backs, relatively expensive. I wonder if I can... I don't have anyone here at the moment, but would like Marcel work? No, see, you're stuck because you have these 2 really at your disposal, Evra and Kazawa. Evra's like 7k right now for some reason, and, well, Kazawa cost me 3, I think, which is a little bit quite, well, it's actually quite expensive, I would say, and I might suggest that this triangle right here could be something different. However, the 81 rated informs in the French League are of a good price, and that is, of course, why you sort of go down that route. However, I wonder if we can quickly change the left back for anyone. Like, even if we changed it for Baines, we've got an 82, and we go for someone from the Prem. I wonder if we could do that. Like, no, not Van Dijk, but like Otamendi, that would work. And I don't know whether that would be like value for money. What about Sacco? Sacco wouldn't work. Rudiger would, and I don't think he's very expensive nowadays. But again, I genuinely think that Otamendi's cheaper. No, he's probably not. He's probably not. So we could go like that. However, for the purposes of this video, knowing that I use Rudiger a little bit more often than I do anyone else, I'm going to go Perin, and I am just going to go Kazawa. So just showing you that whole triangle on the left-hand side, if you did have like a Prem in form or anyone from the different league, you could change that up quite easily. No problem at all. Let's complete Chiellini Draxler. Oh, just wait a second in case I've got someone in the Mkhitaryan SBC. But I don't think I would have. This one's going to be super expensive. We're looking at 230 to 270k, which is just nuts, depending on how much these players absolutely rise in price. I do think that one's overly expensive, and I'm a little bit disappointed, especially when the stat upgrades aren't that great, and we've got so much freedom. We could have a Cam Mkhitaryan, for example, and then it would warrant the price range or the price cost of this player, but overall, we're getting a tiny upgrade on a player that's already pretty good, and he's going to cost you like 15 times what the normal version would cost for an untradeable. Not worth, in my opinion, and I will try and express that throughout my various ways. But this is the method that I've gone with here. I've obviously got some players from the Premier League. Like, I did go out and pick myself up like a Fabregas and stuff earlier, because obviously they're going to be useful throughout this FUTMAS period. But it's the high-rated Prem players, you know, your Petr Cechs, your Mesut Ozil to even get this one up to 86. We've got Bernardo Silva's pretty common. Coutinho is very common in these sorts of SBCs that cost a lot. 3 special cards are Inform Winston Reid, around 22k. Inform Otamendi, I wonder even how much he is. Yeah, he's going to cost you 50, 55k, something like that. And then, of course, the Informed Defoe as well. Definitely not going to be completing this one. Going to see what you guys on Twitter might be able to sort of work out. If anyone's able to work out a really nice, cheap route, then perhaps I would get him if he was like 150k, but there's just no way at his current price. So Chiellini Draxler is the one that I am going to go ahead and complete today. He looks worth it, in my opinion. Actually, just figured something out here. Moutinho is normally a centre mid. Fabinho is normally a DM. So that obviously helps your chemistry out just a tiny bit. But I already had this Fabinho in my club. So yeah, I would go like that if I was you. But yeah, this one's worth it to me. 86 rated player for what? Sort of 30 to 40,000 coins. In my opinion, that could be useful down the line. And if you switch this guy up to a Cam, I imagine he'll be very, very good. I actually really like the stats on him apart from his stamina. But great dribbling, great shooting, great passing. It's just a case of switching him up in game to play at Cam, and he will be an absolute monster for you, because Draxler is always a good player on this game. But there you go, guys. That is going to be day number 3 of the FUTMAS SBCs. Are you completing any? Which ones are you going to get? Is Mkhitaryan in your line of sight? Do you want him? Let me know down below in the comments section. Whilst you're there, do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button. Really helps out these videos and stuff like that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.